day, students. My name is Miss Asotibe Udoka, the English teacher at Egusa Anglican Grammar School here in Benin City. Today, our topic for English is letter writing. Most of the time, students find it difficult to write letters. Letter writing a letter means you are communicating with the person in which you are not seeing the person, but you are writing your ideas, your feelings concerning the content of which you want to pass a message to the friend. Now we have three types of letter writing. One is the informal letter. Then two is the semi-formal letter. And three is the formal letter. Now these are the three basic categories of letter writing. The first on our list is the informal letter. The informal letter is a type of letter written to a close friend, either a brother or a sister or a relative, an uncle, a close person, in a particular peer group. While the semi-formal letter is a type of letter written to someone that is close, not too close, or you are not too familiar with the person. While the formal letter is a letter written to an authorities or an organization. Now, the informal letter. The informal letter has formats in writing it. The first is the address. How do you write your address? It has one address, which is the writer's address. And it's written at the top right corner, hand corner of your exercise book. For example, this is my exercise book. So your address is written at the right hand corner of your exercise book. And it is started with, you will begin with the address of your house, the number of your house. For example, we have 40. You don't write number. You don't write, just write 40, which is, this 40 indicates a number, not letter. You should write number 40, means number 40. So you just write number 40, Uselu Lagos Road, a comma. If there is an off, you write off. If there is an off, you say off New Benin City, because it is in Benin. After the city, you write the state, Edo State, full stop. Then underneath the state, you write the date, which is 29. You write the present date, 29th of May 2020. Then your final full stop. So this is the writer's address. Then after your address, the next stage is your salutation, which is the greeting. Normally it goes with dear, you can say dear caller or dear BC, the name in which you know that particular friend. So this is how you write your address in the informal letter. Then after your address, you go to the contents. What are you writing about? They will ask you to write a letter to a friend living in another state, telling him or how you miss him or her so much. So you write, maybe your friend name is Caller, you say, dear Caller, how are you? You'll be free. You are free in writing an informal letter. You express yourself. You greet. You use the way you greet the person. If you see the person physically, you interact with the person. So that's how you are going to write it down in the letter. Write everything you know about that content you are writing. Then at the end, when you want to close your letter, you close your letter with yours Look at it. Yours is written underneath your right hand beneath it. Yours. There is no apostrophe. Note, there is no what? Apostrophe. Most of us will write Y-O-U-R-S. It is wrong. It is Y-O-U-R-S. No apostrophe. Then you write what? Sincerely. You write your sincere, that's your name, your first name, which is what? You write Anita. Because you introduce your friend as Dear Caller, which is his first name, then you write your first name as what? Anita. If there's another name you can call, you say your sister, your brother, that is how you are going to what? End your letter. That is what? Informal letter. It has one address and it ends with what? Yours sincerely. Then we'll go to the semi-formal letter. The semi-formal letter is like part of a personal letter and a formal letter. It's a type of letter written to an elderly ones, like a friend's father or an uncle or your class teacher. You know your class teacher, but you are not so familiar with him or her. So this type of letter you write towards an elderly ones. Then we go to the format of writing the semi-formal letter. It has what? An address, just an address, which is the writer's address. It is written at the right hand side of your book. For example, like we have our informal letter, you write your address, number this, then you write it after you write your house address, you write the town, then you write the state, then you write your date. In writing your semi-formal letter, you have to be formal in a bit and informal in a bit. For example, you have to write a letter to the principal of your school, telling him about the last inter-sport activities. Is there any errors or is there any improvement you need for them to be able to that next inter-sport will be better than this year's inter-sport? So you write your address here, then you come beneath it and write Dear. Remember you know your principal's name. You write Dear Mr. So person. You write Dear. You have to be you show your courtesy, you respect him. Don't go and write the principal's name. There must be an official name, because an official status is only. So you have to write Dear Miss Principal this, or Dear Mr. this, or Dear Mrs. this. You have Dear Mr. Collins. Remember, it's a proper noun, so it's written in capital letter. Then you have your words, comma, no heading. Are you getting? Even in informal letter, you don't write words, heading words in it. Then you go down to the purpose of your words, writing. Forget about how is the family, how are you doing? We don't need that in the semi-formal letter. You go straight to the point. I am a student of Egosa African Grammar School. I am in JSS 3. I'm writing to you. You give her the points. The main aim of writing was the letter. Then underneath it, you write what? Yours was sincerely again. That is the approved method of closing your letter. You write yours sincerely. Remember your Y is a capital letter. Then your S is a small letter. Then your name. You write your name, Anita. If you are handling a position in school, you can write class prefect, or you write senior prefect to show the position you are handling in the school. This is for your semi-formal letter. In writing letters, it is very easy. You don't have to be tense up. Follow the content of what you are writing. Follow the topic in which you are asked to write. Know the type of letter you are writing, and you are good to go. Then the third on our list is the formal letter. The formal letter. The formal letter. The formal letter is an official letter. It is an official letter. It's not just anyhow letter. It's an official letter written to an organization, an authority, a ministry. For example, you write letter to the Independent Radio and Television, telling them about the way they broadcast their services. That is an informal letter. Write a letter to a school, maybe requesting for a job or requesting for, maybe there are other issues coming up as a parent. That is an informal letter. Write a letter to the Environmental Health and Safety Management Board. That is also an informal letter. The informal letter has format. It has stages in which it goes. The first on our list is the address. The address, very, very important. It has two addresses, which is the writer's address and the destination of the words with which the letter is going to. The writer's address, the person writing the letter, then the person to receive the letter, that is the destination the letter is going to, will be written at the left-hand side of your words, of your book. For example, they ask you to write a letter to your local government chairman, telling me about the bad roads in your environment or in your locality. You write your house address. Our house address, for example, is 14B, Uselu, Lagos Road, if there's an off Ogbeso quarters, if there is also a town or a landmark, if there is none, you write Benin City, Edo State. Then you have your date. Your date, write the present date. Don't write the date that is ahead or backdated. You write 29th May 2020. Then your final full stop. That is your writer's address. Who is receiving your letter? The local government chairman of your area. The address of it be written the last line, which your date is. Follow it straight and write the chairman, either Oredo local government area, Benin City. I will not write Edo State because I've written Edo State here. They are within the state. Assuming I'm writing outside the state or outside Nigeria, I'll have to write, if the local government chairman is not, the state of letter is not in Edo State, I'll write the state in which letter is going to. For example, I write the chairman, Waste Management Board, Nigeria. You write, if the headquarters is in Lagos, you write Ikeja, Lagos State. That is what you do. Then you write, after your address, the next one is your salutation, which is dear sir, or madam, or ma. Because you don't know if the person is a male or a female. Then you have your words, comma. After your salutation, the next on our list is a sub-heading of what? The topic or the aim of you writing the letter, which is poor road network in my locality. You write it as an heading. Poor road network in my locality. Then you rule. Okay, so this is the heading. Immediately after your heading, you go straight to the point. Don't greet. Don't ask about the health status of the family. Just go to the point. I, Mr. or I, Mrs. or I, Miss Anita is writing to you about the poor roads network in Oredo local government area. You make sure you draw the attention, the links. Is it from New Benin? Is it from Five Junction? Is it, you make sure you link the roads, how the road links to the major roads, so that when the person is reading the letter, it seems to him or her that he is right there, or he knows how the road, the poor condition of the road is. So you are going to express yourself in details. This is like a request. You don't have to be pompous. You don't have to be, please sir, you told us that do your campaign, do your election this, they are going to do this. You are not living up to those expectations. You don't do that. You have to be polite because you are seeking for a request. This is how you go with it. Then after you state your reasons for your writing, you write underneath it tense in what? In anticipation. Right? Tense, a paragraph, you have tense in anticipation. There's an exclamation mark here because you are hoping that it will come to your aid. Then underneath it, you write yours faithfully. Not yours sincerely, but yours faithfully. You sign. There's a signature attached to it. You sign. Then you write your name, your first name, which is Anita. Anita, then your surname. You make Anita Adebola. If you have your contact as a phone number, you write your what? Phone number. If you are an engineer, you write engineer. You write your phone number underneath it, then you end your letter. So these are the various stages in which you write your letter. A informal letter has an address, which is the writer's address. The semi-formal letter has an address, which is also the writer's address, but it is different from the informal letter. Why? Because you have the way you write your greetings, your salutation. In your informal letter, you have Dear Anita. In your semi-formal letter, you have Dear Uncle Mark, or Dear Chief Adewale, or Alhaji Musa. That's how you write the salutation for your semi-formal letter. Then for your formal letter, you have Dear Sir, or Ma, or Madam, then comma. So these are the various ways you write your greetings in your different letters. Then I went ahead to tell you about this format in which you write it. In your informal letter, you have to express yourself because it's your close friend. The way you greet the person when you are with him or her, you just tell the person. If you can use slangs, you can abbreviate. You can abbreviate in your informal letter, but you don't do such in your semi-formal letter and your formal letter. There are two different things. If you're writing a letter to your class teacher, is a semi-formal letter. You're writing to your school principal is a semi-formal letter. You're writing to your housemaster is a semi-formal letter. You're writing to your friend's father, maybe your close friend's father, is a semi-formal letter. But if you are writing to a government authorities, you are writing to a broadcasting service, you're writing to a media house, you write, that's a formal letter. Then if you are ending your letter, in your informal letter, you end with your name. Yours sincerely, you write Anita only. For your semi-formal letter, you write yours sincerely, you can sign, then you write your full name. Then for your formal letter as this, you write yours faithfully, not yours sincerely, but yours faithfully. You sign, then you write your name first, before your words, name, and you end your letter. And if you are making a request, you write it as the ending of your words, a letter. You write poor road network in my locality. If you are seeking for a job interview, you write a letter of application as the position of an English teacher or a mathematics teacher in a school. If you are writing to the media houses, you write the editor, not the chairman. You write the editor, either Vanguard newspaper or Punch newspaper. You write it this way. Then you write the heading. Then you go straight to the point. As you can see, to write the letter is very, very easy. It is not difficult. Then for your assignments, you submit through the WhatsApp group. This is a WhatsApp number 081630 33773. So you write a letter to your close friend, whom, okay, so you write a letter to your close friend whom you are not being in good terms with, requesting for reconciliation. This type of letter, who is your close friend? That is an informal letter. Then number 2, alright, the first one, write a letter to your close friend whom you are not being in good terms with, requesting for reconciliation. And 2, you write a letter to the electricity distribution company in your state, requesting for an increase in power supply during this season. So this type of letter, it is an informal letter. You know the type of letter you are writing. Whom are you writing to? You know how many addresses you have to write. You know how you are going to you know how to write your greetings or salutation. You know how you are going to conclude. So please, you submit through the WhatsApp group, and please stay safe, calm. I am Ms. Udoka Asotibe. Thank you very much. 20 minutes, right?